Good morning, how are you all? My name is Monné. I was working in new tools for Liquid Galaxy. There are two APIs. One is the Chameleon API, and the other one is Google Assistant API. The Chameleon API consists in a network link that is connected in the master that asks to an API what Chameleon needs to display. Exists two servers. That is one for the master, other one for the slaves, because we find cases, for example, when you want to display a balloon, you just want to display it in the master, open the master, not in the slaves. Then you just say, watch it in the master, not in the slaves. And the Assistant API is the integration of Google Assistant API to the Liquid Galaxy with the basic movements that go left, go right, orbit, and this kind of moves. Okay, about me. My name is Monné. I'm 21 years old. I'm from Torres, Catalonia. I'm currently studying computer engineering, and now I'm doing internship between Facenda University in Sao Paulo, Brazil, and University of Yale. My first project, the Chameleon API. You can display KMLs and draw new KMLs if you want in real time, just with a few API calls, doing an HTTP request. Here you can find the GitHub. In the GitHub you will find the install instructions.
No tens marcat com a URL.
Okay, here's the GitHub. KML functions. You can build a KML. You can add placemark. You can orbit. You can do tours without overlays. And concatenate. Concatenate is the function that you, for example, you are including some placemarks, and you have a KML that executes some tours. You can, in your current KML that you are editing, you can add new KMLs. You have one KML built. You can add it to the current KML to build a large KML, and you can manage them. You can change between the KMLs, you can delete KML, edit tours, stop tour, add KMLs. If you want just to display one KML that you have in your computer, you can send it to the machine and it will be displayed. The problem that if you send your KML as uploaded at the file to uploader function, you don't be able to edit. Why? Because I don't know how your KML is structured. Sometimes have document tags, sometimes the XML version is lower. For example, there are some tags, KML tags, that you, for example, tour, it's GX tour. To display GX tour, these tags, to identify them, the KML uses a tag in the XML tag to say the version. For example, what problem you have? The other day we was working on that. Albert sends a plane, and when I add a tour into that KML, the KML crashes because doesn't identify the GX tour because it's from the new version of XML, and the KML that sends Albert doesn't have the tag of the new versions of KML, and problems like that. For the reason, if you want to draw into your own KML, better concatenate them and then delete. The libsync is the code that sends the KML to the master and the slaves. Is the code that you need to add in your network link in your Liquid Galaxies. The exec is a bash command and is an executor of bash commands. You can send through HTTP request in the query. You just say the bash command and it will be executed on the computer. And flying to. You can fly to a place just doing flying to / longitude / latitude / range, and the Liquid Galaxy will travel to this place. The basic structure is this one. You have the Liquid Galaxy with the libsync, and the API will send the current KML. And with the API calls, you can manage, change between the KMLs, current KML, the KML, add placemark with tour, add point to tour, upload KML, in the tours. Because if you use the orbit function, will create the tour but doesn't execute it, because maybe you just want to have a lot of tours and don't execute them. Then you need to do init tour with the name of the tour. The documentation. The documentation is in the root of the project. When you have your KML server running, just access it to the IP of the master of the server is running the KML service, and the port /tox. Now we are going to see the.
És que no has ficat una URL, això s'ha de subratllar perquè és una URL. Espera.
¿Está en la TP? Sí. No, está a la tacha wifi.
Ah, que no, ahora no la pots obrir.
No. We can reach the IP because there are different networks. The computer of Andrew is in the range, but you will didn't show it, see, but maybe you didn't see it. Sorry, it's a problem for the networks because the other computer is in the Wi-Fi upstairs and this is downstairs, and there are different connections. The KML server uploader is built. Okay, well, you didn't see it. Maybe later, if someone wants to see the documentation, it's over here. The KML, the API is built over Swagger.io. Swagger.io is a program that is defined to define the API documentation. It's a standard defined by the Open API encounter that was, I don't know when it was, but organized by the Open Source Foundation. This documentation is you're going to see all the calls, and when you click into a call, it will show you how to execute this call, and you can execute it into the code because it's full working. You just say, for example, execute the placemark function, and we'll send it to the server, and you will display how to send it and what's the response of the server. This is full working because it's used working over Swagger UI structure. KML API demo. The KML API demo is not just one demo, there are 5 demos because all the projects is working over my KML API and the assistant is working over the KML API too. To do the flight tools, the orbits is asking to my KML API. For example, okay Google, talk to my test app.
Alright, here's the test version of my test app. Hello again.
Orbit.
Going orbit.
When you can see the system is stop. The system is going to the webhook. The webhook identifies that is orbit intent and asks to the KML API, I want to build an orbit and display it. And you can see the Liquid Galaxy is working. For example, okay Google, talk to my test app.
Alright, here's the test version of my test app. Welcome to Liquid Galaxy.
Fly to Italy.
Flying to.
Now we are going to Italy, for example, you are working in the galaxy, and you just go, for example, Rome.
Going right.
Stop. And you place. Okay, Google, talk to my test app.
Okay, getting the test version of my test app. Welcome to Liquid Galaxy.
Orbit.
Going orbit.
And it's put the orbit on the same moment and execute the orbit. Stop.
I couldn't hear what you just said. Going orbit.
Stop. Okay, this is the Chameleon API. You will be how it works with the other demos. For example, Albert is going to display some planes. Marcel is displaying the drone path. You will see it later. Okay, the assistant API. The assistant API have some functions integrated that is move, the basic moves, move left, right, zoom out, up, down, orbit, fly to a country or city. IMI shops, the IMI shop let you filter by planes, companies and countries. These calls you will understand later when Albert explains his project. Run demos, we can display the demos of Marcel and Albert. And the catch current position, these three ones you can use because if you set your API case, you will be able to use. But I use them because the Liquid Galaxy, what has integrated is catch the current position of the Liquid Galaxy. Says to you the latitude, longitude, range, pitch, yaw of the current position of the Liquid Galaxy. Say the latitude and longitude doesn't have any sense because you say, where I am? And says 42.333312. These don't have a lot of sense. I integrate an API just to say where you are, the position, the country, street, place, the hour of the Liquid Galaxy is, and the weather. This is just an example of what you can do using my API because the intent is built to return your latitude and longitude. The system demo you will see it in the mesh app, but now we are going to use, for example, the basic moves. Okay, Google, talk to my test app.
Sure, here's the test version of my test app. Welcome to Liquid Galaxy.
Go north. Go north.
Sorry, what was that?
Go north.
Going north.
Go north.
Going north.
You go to the north. Go left.
Going north.
Sorry. Go left. Go left.
Going left.
Go south.
Going south.
Fly to Spain.
Flying to.
Fly to Leida. Fly to. The problem is that.
Sorry, I don't know that place.
Fly to Barcelona.
Flying to Barcelona.
Sometimes didn't catch the city because you need to do English
What is
accent
that?
and have some problems. Orbit.
Going orbit.
Fly to Barcelona.
Flying to Barcelona.
Orbit.
Going orbit.
Stop. The problem with the orbit is the connection. Because I do a clean of the Liquid Galaxy, I KML, then I send boot the orbit and display the orbit. Yesterday we find the bug in the Liquid Galaxy system is that they are overloaded. When you have bad connection, when you have a lot of information, it slows a lot of the system, and these calls between the API and the system goes a little bit slowly. Maybe the run the orbit is going before the build the orbit and have these problems. But it's just in a few cases, and this is because the system is overloaded. I think that is a good way to improve the API, just this research what is doing the Liquid Galaxy. Because yesterday, when I was doing a benchmark, because the tool overloads the system, I see that the Liquid Galaxy have an existing KML connection that is doing requests all the time. I don't know where, because you can set a KML there and the slave doesn't receive it. These items that have Liquid Galaxy do that the API goes slowly. But it's full working, just need to improve the benchmarking and some little parts of the system that it's just a problem of the system. Just one personal experience. I think that the experience, it was an incredible experience. I meet new people with Marcel, Albert, Ivan, Claudia, Renato, all of them. I love work with them, talk about how to improve my KML API, what I need to change of my KML API to work, for example, the planes. And this shows me how the software development works. This is my first big project. I find some problems in the organization part, because sometimes you start building code and then you think, maybe I can do it with the other way. And you need to delete code, improve code, things that if you start at the beginning doing a good organization, maybe it doesn't appear. And I think these things that I discovered by doing the process. I learned a lot about APIs and Node, JavaScript. I think that this is the first big API, or the first API I built in my life, and it's a difficult process, and I'm so proud of my project because it's working. And I'm so happy because I think that this KML API is so useful. You can build KML so fast. The good part of this KML API is that it's not just for the Liquid Galaxy, the flight tours and the room tour. The flight tour and the room tour, yes, because use the qualitation state. But for example, the other day we connected the network link to the Google Earth web, and it's working perfect because it's going to the API. That any system that can display KML is able to use the API. You can use Theseums, you can use Google Earth Web, Google Earth, normal Google Earth, Liquid Galaxy, that is working so well. And I think this is a scalable project. And the system, I think that it was good resolved too. We have the basic movements, the people that work with Liquid Galaxy can play. You can go to a Liquid Galaxy, fly to my city. Oh, where I am? What's the weather? And it's going to say, for example, if you want to test, okay, Google, go to talk to my test app.
Okay, here's the test version of my test app. Hello again.
Go to Brazil.
Flying to.
You are going past tomorrow to Brazil.
What time is it?
I missed what you said. What was that?
What time is it?
Your hour is 4:22.
Stop. Now in Brazil is 4:22 because it detects the position, sends to the API what time is it in this position, and returns to you the position, the time. And I think it's a good approach. And one more. And that's all for my part. Any question, any doubt, something?
Let's have your mentor, Mark. Mark, you're for real in Brazil. So you're on the big screen now.
No se siente.
¿Quién no se siente?
Mark, no sé, one second. ¿Pero qué es el cabo?
No, ets tu, Marc. Alguna cosa més als teus d'això. No. A veure, torna. No. No t'he sentit, Marc, no? Però abans t'hem sentit. Conseqüentment, alguna cosa... I aquí no estàs mutejant ni res. Penja, si vols, i torna a entrar al mig. No t'he sentit. Penja al mig i torna a entrar.
Hi ha alguns portàtils que no, els portàtils no.
No, però si no és qüestió de portàtils, que no està tota la seva.
No, però diu la Maripaz, no? Que escolta els dos. La Maripaz és que s'escolta els dos.
Aquí un poc acaba de fer. Marc? Marc? No t'he sentit. No. Espera't.
Cada dia ho veig. Hosti, això sí que ho veig. No, sí que també que no. Se em fa de matí, ja vaig de líquid Galaxy.
Questo 6 mesi, per guardare mai. Dio, per guardare mai che sono uomo, io sto morendo.
Do you want to see the where I am? Okay, Monné. Talk to my test app.
Marc, em sents?
Okay, let's get the test version of my test app. Hello again.
Marc?
Where am I?
You are in 28,990 Torrejon de Velasco, Spain.
Because it says the street. It picks the exact position of the líquid Galaxy and says the street. If you want to
Sorry,
go to
could you say that again? I couldn't hear what you've just said. Sorry, could you say that again?
Where I am? Where am I?
You are in Carapala, 25,170 Torres de Segre.
Stop. Says the exact position of your system, the street. And one thing that I think it's amazing for my part, it's my mom used to have a hairdresser, and when we fly to my street, it says Peluqueria Beatriu, Street Segrià, number 3. That says the office of my mother here, and I think that it's so funny.
I have a question. First of all, cool presentation. The question is, so the API that you designed, is it an API to generate the KML format from the Google Assistant, or is it an API to send the KML file to the Liquid Galaxy?
Sends both of them. You can write KMLs, you can put your KML and then say, give me this KML that I was building, and at the same time that this KML you are building, formatting like a KML, it's sending to the Liquid Galaxy. Then you can see what you are editing. This use KML writer library that I write in JavaScript. There's two projects in one, that is KML writer that writes KML, and the API that prints this KML to you and be able to build this KML.
Okay, and why JavaScript?
That's a good question. Because when I start building APIs, well, working with APIs, playing with APIs, same something, I start with Node. Because when you say REST API, say it's Node JavaScript. And with this approach, I just go to JavaScript and I build the KML writer in JavaScript, the API in JavaScript, and all in JavaScript for full stack JavaScript. It was just because I was more comfortable with JavaScript for API building. Any more thoughts?
No, però a veure si em torno a trobar. Marc? No, no està. Marc, are you there? Hello? Tenim a la sortida. No te sentim.
Yeah, Andre, Mark probably changed his mic. He removed his earpiece, and I think that the client still wants to. I think he has to reconnect probably and set up the mic correctly.
Marc, què estan dient que segurament s'ha d'anar cap a Bluetooth de l'orella? Alguna cosa?
Es penja mai.
Abans t'he sentit tota l'estona i aquí no em toca res. En teoria. He desconectat el Bluetooth. Manuel, ¿tú nos oyes? ¿Escuchas a Marc, tú, que no? Antes sí. Iván, ahora ya no. O sea, es lo que digo yo, que antes se le oía y ya no se le oye. Aparte, Marc, esto te ha pasado en alguna otra ocasión. Yo recuerdo que ya nos ha pasado en alguna otra ocasión que no te oíamos, ¿te acuerdas? Vamos a probar una cosa. Voy a meterte por un ham. Te voy a llamar con hardware, ¿vale? Vuelvo esto un momento. A ver si puedo contar uno. Pero bueno, ahora tenemos la parada. Sí, ya puedo.
I think full of confidence. One question for you. You ever worked with KMS?
No, I didn't. I learned it today.
Okay, no, because maybe we can, because if you need something about KMS, but you say about JavaScript, then you will know.
Tira el Marc, que le estoy llamando por Hangouts.
I forgot to say one thing, but if you want to check what's the master receiving, you can access to the ip.double.sport/using/master, and we print in your Firefox or navigator that you use the KML, and you can check the KML, for example, why is crashing the KML, you can say see it then.
This is running on my local node, on my local system.
No.
You just need to connect to the, for example, if this one is 10.33.34. You just access to the server and your navigator /viewsync/master, and you will see the KML, and you can check if the master is receiving the KML. You can see what KML is receiving.
That is a public IP. A public IP.
No, local just. Because well, you can, if you are in the Wi-Fi here now, you can play with the API there.
Yeah, I'm not.
No, later I will show you the modifier computer and you can play.
So Marc has trouble with the mic. It's not the first time it happens. Not the first. Marc, estaves a los dos llocs. Si estàs parlant i no te sentim. O sigui que ja pots deixar de... Escolta, Ivan. Ivan?
Però si jo vinc d'estar perquè l'Anna està parlant i no surt.
Ivan? Colomé? Ara tinc el micro tacat. Ivan, què em sents? Ivan?
Clar, tampoc me sent a mi. És que tampoc me sent a mi.
Parla ara.
Marc, parla?
Me sentiu? Hola?
Sí, ara t'he sentit. Ivan, Marc, pots parlar?
Ara m'entén bé, segurament. Sí. Hola, hola.
És un problema del connector mig. Marc, és un problema del connector local. Que l'he desconnectat i l'he tornat a ficar. No, però el més bo és que quan connecta el connector 3 i mig surt la veu pels altaveus en comptes d'anar-se'n a l'altaveu gran que és un de cada. Bueno, històries de la ciència. Endavant. Come in, go!
Que tenia un problema de Brasil.
Oh, Brasil.
Dale por ahí, desconecta el no fos cap que gran.
In English, go!
Okay. Hey, I'm so glad your work, so happy seeing that you have improved a lot your skills. I just wanted to know a few things about your project, just small things. How did you invoke your Google Assistant API?
You are listening to me?
What did you say, invoke?
Better or better without microphone?
No, your application.
Yes, no.
Something like
yes.
API?
Yes, because I in my account of Gmail I say talk to Liquid Galaxy and it works so well. The problem with the account that I'm using is the Liquid Galaxy Lab and has a test app that is the IBAN. I think that is Liquid Galaxy for education, and I write talk to Liquid Galaxy, starts to crash, and I don't know why. And I think that the best way to use today is test app.
All right. No, I'm just wondering that you plug something like that.